Hey folks, it's your one and only Waka Waka Doctor, bringing you the best of travel and migration all around the world. You know how we do it here. We share information with respect to moving abroad, either through academics, through job opportunities, um, anyhow, so long as it has to do with travel, we share the information right here. If this is the first time you're watching me, please do well to subscribe and click on the like button as well, and share this video to as many people as possible. For those who've always watched me and enjoy every piece of information I share, I want to say thank you very, very much. Now, just a few bits and pieces before I go ahead with what I've got today. Now, first and foremost, let me share that I'm not an immigration consultant, and every information that I give to you is based off my experience having traveled to over 60 countries and helped a lot of people also do the same. It's also based on the fact that I've lived and worked in 5 of these countries. So I'm not an immigration consultant, okay? Secondly, I do not have a WhatsApp number for business. I do not have a Telegram group for business. So don't go around texting someone who says you should send them money for anything. The only way you can reach me is via my email, which is wakawakadoctor@gmail.com. I will only respond to emails that have asked me questions that have not been addressed in my videos. If you ask me any question that has to do with something I have done before, I will not give you an answer. If you want a one-on-one consultation with me, to speak with me because you need advice, check the description box of this video and I will put a link up there where you can book a consultation. It's not free of charge. To speak with me one-on-one is paying for my time, so it's not free of charge. When you book the consultation, then you send me an email with an evidence showing that you've paid for the consultation, and then I will send you a link for which we can have that consultation online. That said, okay, I've cleared the air. Now, this video is for those who've always asked me, look, Waka Waka Doctor, most of your videos are usually targeted towards those who want to go and study. Some of your videos help with those who want to go out to work and they've got, degrees or certifications or huge qualifications. Okay, don't worry, this video addresses that. Now, if you want to travel for free, but you don't have any degree, you don't have any qualification, even if, you have a degree, but all roads seem blocked, this route can still work for you. You don't need a degree to do this. And some of the countries I'm going to mention, you can even go for free. Okay, for free. So the thing is this, when you don't have something, okay, you have to give something. Okay, so what I mean is, if you want to go somewhere for free and you don't have a qualification, you don't have a degree, you don't have a jobs, you don't have a job, you have to give something. Now, the something is your skill. Do you have a skill? It doesn't matter what skill it is, so long as you've got a skill, this will work for you. Even if you don't have a skill and you are willing to learn a skill, this will work for you. Okay? Now, follow me step by step. Like I always say in most of my videos, if you check the description box of this video, every link you need to apply to check out the procedure will be in the description box. Okay? Good stuff. Now, you can go abroad for free. I always just check through my jotter, Now, if you want to move to Europe for free, the best way to do it that I'm talking about in this video is through vocational studies, vocational route, vocational pathway. Okay, but you need to listen to me. Let me explain what a vocation is. A vocation is a kind of training, all right, a training that you go through, okay, of a particular occupation or a particular job, okay, which in the end you get qualified for. That's a vocation. That's the long and short of what a vocation is, okay? Now, a vocational skill are practical skills that you get, okay, as a master of a particular craft, of a particular trade, of a particular, work, of a particular thing, like hairstyling, arts and craft, painter, roof maker, welder, plumber, any form of these skills. And they are usually got through hands-on experience, okay? What you call on-the-job experience. That's how you get those skills, all right? Okay, so I've cleared that now. Now, moving abroad for a lot of people, especially if you're coming from countries like mine, underdeveloped countries, it's usually funding that is the issue. You hear fees of like 15,000 euros, 50,000 euros, 20,000 euros. And that's why a lot of my videos are made to tell you that there are other countries you can go to. Okay, now let's start with the first one. The first country you can go to using this pathway is France. France, yes. But I'm not going to talk a lot about it because the video I made 3-4 days ago, which is before this video, goes to town about France. So if France is the country you want to try, go and watch that video. It's dedicated to just France. All right, so watch that video. I made it about 3 days ago, and you can simply just watch it. Okay, so I will not waste time about France. Now, the second country I want to talk about that you can go to for free is Finland. Yes, just via this route, you can go to Finland for free. Okay, now, if you want to go through MSc, PhD, BSc, you will pay. But if you want to go to Finland through the vocational skill route, you will not pay if you're attending the University of Vamia. University of Vamia, okay? Now, the visa route is usually the same, okay? And you're even at an advantage over the person who is going for theoretical, reasons. That's the truth. You have certain edge over that person. As a skilled person and as a student at the vocational center, you have an opportunity to get placement after your study. So there is a high chance of you getting a job once you finish your study. So visa is almost assured. All right. Now, Finland has many vocational schools. Okay. So if you think you can afford it, go and check those other schools. But if you cannot afford it, then the university you want to check is the University of Vamia. And they have 3 courses you can learn, or 3 courses that you can work if you already have the skill. If you're a mechanic, number 1. If you're a waiter or a waitress, number 2. If you're a chef, or if you want to be a mechanic, if you want to be a chef, if you want to be a waiter or a waitress, you can apply to this university, University of Vamia. Again, I'm going to put the link in the description box of this video so that you can find it easily. Okay, now, of course, you can apply to any of these 3, okay, that I've called out for you. Okay, remember, when you want to apply for your visa, what you need is proof of funds of 6,700 euros for this. Okay, all you need is your international passport. You need to create a CV. Okay, then you need your high school certificate, because you don't have a degree, so you produce your high school certificate. Then they might ask you for IELTS. Might. If they ask you for IELTS, you can either do it, or you write to them to say that you had your secondary school education in English. Can you provide a letter? Then you give them that letter if they accept. All right. So Finland. The second one is Germany. Germany has the largest number of vocational schools, and it's free. Free, yeah? It's free in Germany, totally free. Now, you have two types of vocational training in Germany. You have the vocational training school, okay, for trainees, and you have the company vocational training school. All right. The one that gives sponsorship for international students is the company one. Because remember that I said there are two. There's company vocational training school and there's vocational training school for trainees. So the one that gives sponsorship is the company one. All right. So it's a free route. Okay. So if you want a free route, make sure you go for the company one. All right. You don't need a blocked account for Germany. For that one, you don't need a blocked account. You don't need a blocked account for it. You don't. Okay. Now, but I'm not saying you shouldn't have proof of funds. I'm only saying you don't need a blocked account. What else have I written here? There are more than 300 occupations that need vocational skills in Germany. Okay. The only thing about this is that you need the German language. So you need to have a B1 in Germany, which you can get from Goethe Institute, or just Google how can I learn German, or you just download Duolingo. Just download Duolingo and learn German. And you need B1 proficiency in German. Again, you need your international passport, your high school certificate, and that's it. That's all you need. Okay. Now, let me give you another country, not in Europe this time, it's in Asia, and it's Japan. Okay? Now, it is not free in Japan, but it is cheap. I promise you, it is cheap. And they have 100% guarantee, 100% guarantee that you will get a job placement after your studies. Yes, 100% guarantee. Okay, now the school teaches you the language first. So you go learn the language first. After learning the language of the course of your choice, then you now continue. So they teach you Japanese language, then you continue the course. All right. So you don't need to worry about that. People that qualify for this, most of them anyway, most of the vocational schools in Japan are automobile. They also have some fashion. If you're into fashion, if you're into hairdressing, Japan has. But more than 75% of schools in Japan is automobile. Again, in the description box of this video, I will list the name of that school that you can check out. It's called Kyoto. Kyoto. I might not be pronouncing it well, but Kyoto or something like that. But the link is going to be listed there, so don't worry about it. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about, let's go back to Europe, is Lithuania. Lithuania, it's in East Europe, and it shares borders with Lithuania is Belarus, Poland as well, and Russia somewhere there. So those are the places you can find. If you're interested in heating, you're interested in ventilation, AC, air conditioning, that's what I mean. Anything mechanics, roofing sheets, Lithuania will be a good one for you. Okay. Now, you'll be selected first. Once you're selected, you then have to prove that you're willing to learn Lithuanian language. So they would give you materials to learn Lithuanian, and then you would write a small exam just to show that you're willing to learn. So they don't need you to score 100%, just score about 50-55%. Okay. Now, again, I will put a link where you get the information about the documents, the academic recognition for international students, and how they convert grade from your secondary school to Lithuanian standard and other things that you need. Okay, so don't worry, it's in the description box. All right. Now, the next one I would like to talk about is Austria. No, not Austria, but Australia. Not Austria, Australia. Okay, so you want to think about Australia, and there are several schools. People say that the fees in Australia is really expensive. We agree. But for these universities or these vocational studies, it will cost you maybe about 7,000, 8,000. So it's not as expensive. And the most popular one is TAFE Institute. TAFE is Technical and Further Education Institute, or Technical and Further Education Center. All right. And you can study aviation, automobile, horticulture, beauty, hairdressing, building and construction. That's the place you want to go to. Again, the general requirements vary from each center, all right? Each center, but you definitely need your international passport. You definitely need your CV. You need IELTS depending on the school. Don't worry, I'm going to put the description box of I'm going to put the links in the description box of this video of everything you need. Don't forget, I don't have a Telegram group. I don't have a WhatsApp business number. So don't text anybody or pay anybody if it's not me through my email. My email is wakawakadoctor@gmail.com, and I will only reply emails if they ask me questions that I have not talked about in any of these videos. If I have spoken about them in any of my videos, I will not respond to your emails. If you want one-on-one sessions with me, all you need to do is click on the link down below, make a payment for the session, because you need to pay for my time if you want my time. And once you do that, send me an email stating that you've made that payment with a receipt or evidence, and I will book that session with you. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Please do share this video. It's your one and only Waka Waka Doctor. I'll see you again in another episode. Cheers.